Okay, hi guys. This is my little series for how I'm gonna show you how I am planning for my debut, because I'm turning 18 in January of next year, and so I wanted to kind of make it like little series because honestly, as a Filipino American in America, there's not that many resources on what a debut is, or like how to plan for it in America. This just comes with a struggle with being out of like the motherland. But anyways, today in this video I'm going to focus on how I've been planning my debut and then how I'm picking venues. So this is my document for planning my debut, and it's literally just called debut. And the stuff that I think is quite important that I cover in this document is the venues that I'm looking at, budgeting, information about the debut, like the history, the playlist and songs I'm gonna have, the 18 roses, the 18 candles, inspiration for my debut, like how I want my debut to look, dresses, planning, and then the cotillion dance. So this is the planning, this is the real deal, this is what I've been doing literally all of last year, like the second half of last year. And I wanted to get this all done by my winter break, and as you can see, it is done. So basically, this is just basically a checklist for all of the goals I want to accomplish within a 3-month time period. So as you can see, right now it's February 19th. I know you can't see it, but it's February 19th. But this is the block we're in. It's January 2025 to March 2025. So we're gonna start the guest list, book a venue, start thinking about my 18 roses and candles, and I don't know why that just popped up, but start thinking about the 18 roses and candles, start the gift registry, and then find a cotillion song and dancers. So as you can see, this is like barely anything because literally my debut is next year, but I only have 2 things done out of like the 5 things that I want to get accomplished. And you want to know why? It's because I want a venue. Like literally the venue is like the house of your debut. Venues. The venue is the house of your debut. It's the place where you're going to be staying for 7 hours. So basically, this is how I started looking for my debut venue. And I haven't found it yet because I'm still in the process. But first things first, find out the price you want to spend on the venue and what you're literally looking for in the venue. So basically for me, I want to bring my own food. I want to see if they have space for a little band because I want to perform. I want also to bring my own decor if possible. I also want audio visual so we can have like a little slideshow and a little bit of music. Most venues that I've looked at, they do offer that, but you know, you just have to be sure. So yeah, you have to find out the price for your venue. Like I just said, do you want to spend like $3,000 on the venue or $10,000 and beyond? Both do exist, but you just have to find out what you want to spend with your parents, because say you want to have this beautiful $10,000 venue and your parents are like, that's actually genuinely insane, you're not getting married, you're just having a birthday party. Which is true, you're just having a birthday party. You shouldn't be spending too much money on a birthday party. After that, look up venues in your area, go on Google Maps, type up reception hall, banquet hall, and venue, and it'll do a little thing. Yeah, I'll throw a photo, sorry. I was about to do it on the computer. I was like, that's like way too much like energy. But it'll do like a little thing where like shows like little balloons of where the venues around you are located, and you can look at the venue's website from there. If they don't have a website, you can call them up to like ask about the venue. On the website, normally I look at the prices, and if the prices aren't there, then I call them to ask how much like a Friday is. You also want to know like what day you want to have your debut. Like, do you want a Friday, Saturday, even push for a Sunday? You also want to know how much people are going to be at your debut. So right now I'm looking at like around 100 to 150 people, which is a lot cheaper than the 300 guest option. But if you want 300 guests, go crazy. So those factors, they will affect the price of the venue of the debut dramatically. If you want it on a Saturday, it'll be a lot more expensive than a Friday or a Sunday. So keep that in mind. Also, if you want more guests, of course that's going to cost a lot more. Yesterday I went to a venue asking them how much would it be if I added 50 people, and they said $1,000. So basically just like keep those things in mind, the time, the amount of people you want to have, the day you want to have your debut. Moving on from that, look at photos of your venue. Sorry, I blanked for a little bit. Look at photos of your venue, not only from the inside, but also from the outside. One time, I like requested information about a venue for my debut. I received information and they said $2,000 for your whole debut, and I was like, that's insane, because like $2,000 is a lot of money, of course, but it's quite cheap for a venue. So I was like, this can't be true, right? So I looked it up on Google Maps, went to Street View, put the little fella over there, and then it was kind of ugly on the outside. So look, front and back, sorry, inside and outside. I don't know why front and back. Sorry guys, I just don't talk in videos. I sing, okay? I sing. And then next, you're going to book a tour of the venue. If it looks fine on the inside and the outside, it's within your price range, like book a tour. Because the other day I took a tour of a venue that I thought was pretty cool. Like the outside looked pretty nice and the inside seemed fine. I went to the venue and it was super small. Mind you, it was a golf club, so I don't know what I was expecting. And it was $5,000. Like what was $5,000 about the whole thing, right? And it was food and beverages, so that's why I asked, like, can I bring my own food? That's why I want to bring my own food, to make stuff cheaper. But she was like, it has to be a licensed vendor. So some people are like a little bit more picky about that kind of stuff. Some people aren't. This other venue I went to, they were like, oh, we encourage you to bring your own food because we don't want to cook. Anyways, regarding the prices of venues, if you want a cheaper venue, go to a Mexican area. When Mexican girls turn 15, Hispanic girls, Latina girls, it is customary, or it's tradition, that they have a quinceañera. So if you're like in a Hispanic area, Latino area, Mexican area, I know that Mexican falls under it, but so if it's a Mexican area, there are generally a lot more venues, and also they generally tend to be cheaper. If you go to a fancy like wedding venue, it'll be like $15,000, but if you go to like a normal venue in like a Mexican area, it's like $5,000 to $8,000. So I recommend look at Mexican areas if you live near one. And I think that's pretty much all I have for venues.